Hey guys, I'm Kara with Kinsley's Creative Palette, and I am going to show you today how to use a template which I've provided a printable download of a ton of ways to letter the word welcome. But what I'm going to show you today is a project that I had on my desk that needed to get done. Same process. You can do this with anything. You can print lettering from the internet. You can make your own templates. I'm going to take my logo and I'm going to put it on this sign that I've already painted. So I'm in my studio. I have a place where people take pictures, and I just wanted to put my logo on the sign. So I'm going to show you how you take this printable, your PDF printable. You're going to print whichever one you want. You're going to take a piece of graphite paper, which I have linked to my Amazon affiliate store. And you can purchase, it's like less than $10 for a ton of sheets, and they'll last you. You can use them over and over and over again. Now I'm going to set this where I want it, and I forgot my tape. Give me just a second. Okay, so I've got my tape, and what I like to do is I like to make sure my lettering is straight. And you can actually do it without this underneath to start off with, so that you can make sure that you're all good and straight. And then I like to tape off gently. You don't want to push down too hard because you don't want to rip up your paint. But I like to just gently tape it to my board. Then I'm going to take my transfer paper, or my graphite paper. I'm going to slide it underneath there so it's all the way up to the top. You can tape that down if you want. I don't tape it at that point. I just leave it. And then I'm going to take any kind of pencil, sharp edge. It doesn't even have to write, just be something sharp. And I'm going to trace these out onto my board. Now, you don't want to push too hard on your graphite paper because you don't want smudges all over it. But I'm just going to gently set my hand on here, and I'm going to draw this outline. And you're going to do this, you're going to pick whichever welcome template you want, or if you will Google the words that you want to transfer onto your board, there's probably something you can print from online to be able to do that. So I'm just going to do this. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna fast forward or speed this up so you don't have to watch me trace every bit of it, and then we'll get to the next part. All right, friends, so I'm done transferring all of my lettering onto my board. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like now. So I can, first, I guess before I remove this, I want to pull that piece up. I want to move my carbon paper, graphite, whatever you want to call it, and make sure that my transfer completed. If it did, you can now gently remove your template. Any of them that I'm going to reuse, I just fold the tape over so that I can use them again later. So then I have this, and I could transfer that logo to something else, or if it was the word welcome, I could do that too. So I'm going to show you my favorite painting pen for door hangers. It is a Posca pen, a Uniposca pen. They are also in my Amazon store. They come in all different colors, but I have a handful of black and white ones because I use those so much. So now, and I have a spin, I don't know if you see this, but I have like a spin Lazy Susan on my table because then I can move my sign around without having to physically pick it up, and it doesn't, if the other side was painted, it wouldn't get all scratched up. Okay, so these are my favorite paint markers. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over those lines that I made. And I'm gonna not do the whole thing on video just because I'm gonna basically be doing the same thing, but I will show you the finished product. So now you can outline your letters and then fill them in with paint, or I usually just fill them in with my marker. So however you wanna do it is fine. But right now, I'm gonna work on just getting the outline. Now I would suggest you go inside the line and not outside of the line when you're tracing. That way your letters don't get too big. If you go outside of the line, then your letters are gonna be fatter. So for example, right here where my N is, let me show you what that looks like if I go inside instead of outside. So if I went outside of the lines with this, there would be no space between the line and then the loop, or whatever the half circle right here. So that's why I want to go inside the lines. So I'm going to continue this for the rest of my letters and come back and fill them in. Then I'm gonna come show you what it looks like all finished. So, super easy process. You are gonna take your printable, you're gonna tape it to your board wherever you want it. You're gonna slide a piece of graphite paper underneath it. You can use a pen, a pencil, whatever you wanna use to trace the design onto your board. Remove that, and then a Posca pen is your best friend. All right, friends, so I'll come back and show you this in just a minute. All right, guys, so I finished using my marker and some paint, and I have transferred my lettering. Now, what I would do after this dries is I would kind of accent it with white just to make it pop, but if you want to leave it at that, you can. So this is how easy it is using my favorite tools, which are printable templates, graphite paper, and my Posca markers. So I hope that this was super helpful for you. I paint with a trimmer, so I have to use a lot of like different tips and tricks to get my paintings to look phenomenal, just because I shake. So I hope this was helpful. Join me in the free Facebook group, and I can't wait to paint with you next time. Bye, guys.